Welcome to your C News. I'm your anchor, Calvin. This is my co-anchor, Valerie. Our reporter today is Juliet, and our news director is Amaya. Today is Wednesday, June 7th, 2017. It is a week 2, day 4. Stay tuned for today's announcements. See students and staff. May was a big month for collecting box tops. Thank you to everyone that has brought in box tops this year. We have collected 25,308 box tops. The winner of the Scholastic Prize Pack for May is Claire R. in Miss Duran's class. The following classes have collected 500 box tops and have earned bookmarks: Mrs. McDonald, Mrs. Gentry, Mr. Belling. Mrs. Larson class has collected over 1,500 box tops and has earned a popcorn party. Total collected by class: Larson, 1,617. Callan, 1,314. Kinville, 1,298. Mayo, 983. Casey, 899. Johnson, 855. Durand, 844. Miss McLaughlin, 719. Gellner, 687. Belling, 679. Aid, 595. Gentry, 569. Miss McDonald, 537. Mr. Wolf, Mrs. Wolf, 432. Schultz, 425. Mr. Wolf, 408. Pitkin, 381. Kinvilles, 330. Kreifels, 337. Over to Julia for the shout-outs.
Thanks, Calvin. Shout out to Miss Gentry students: Sebastian for improving his state/region and national part paper, and Rachel for being the first students to complete a quality invention convention project. Shout out to the first graders in room 142. Every student has completed the journey through the genres. Shout out to Avril in Miss Gentry's class for reading all 12 of the Monheart Lovelace. Come on down to the Media Center for your free book.
Hello, this is us from the Crayon Initiative again. We would like to give a shout out to Miss Ains' class, Miss Mayo's class, Miss Gentry's class, Miss Pickens' class, and Miss Casey's class for bringing in crayons that the box is almost full. So bring in your crayons. The drive is now ending on the last day of school. We hope to see more crayons soon.
Way to go! August birthdays include Zayden and Miss Wolf's class, Aurora and Miss McLaughlin's class, Bethlehem and Miss Casey's class, Orion and Miss Callan's class, Maisie and Miss Gellner's class, Caitlin and Miss Callan's class, Mackenzie and Mr. Wolf's class, and me, Valerie, and Miss Haynes' class. Dawson and Mr. Wolf's class, Russell and Miss Gellner's class, Eric and Miss Callan's class, Joanna and Miss Casey's class, Sebastian and Miss Gentry's class, Estelle and Miss McLaughlin's class, Isabel and Miss Ains' class, Danica and Miss Larson's class, Fancy and Mr. Wolf's class, Chastity and Miss Gentry's class, Christian and Miss Pickens' class. Claire and Miss McDonald's class, Samantha and Miss Gellner's class, Jack and Miss Larson's class, Shamari and Miss Pitkins' class, Burke and Miss Duran's class, Anna and Miss Callan's class, Gus and Miss Casey's class, Hayden and Miss Larson's class, Cassidy and Miss Duran's class, Jaden and Mr. Wolf's class. Donovan and Mr. Johnson's class, Sonia and Miss Callan's class, Nathan and Miss Larson's class, Augie and Mr. Johnson's class, Vivian and Miss Larson's class, Jason C. and Miss McDonald's class, Levi and Miss McLaughlin's class, Malik and Mr. Wolf's class, Aliana and Miss McLaughlin's class, Lola and Mrs. Wolf's class. Sumaya and Miss Kinville's class, Davis and Mr. Johnson's class, Brisa and Miss Ains' class, Drew and Mr. Wolf's class, Lucia and Miss Schultz's class, Anya and Miss Casey's class, Sudeis and Miss Schultz's class, Isabel and Miss Duran's class, Dean and Miss Kinville's class,
Juan in Miss Mayo's class.
Avery in Mr. Billings' class, Amy in Mr. Billings' class. Head down to the office for your birthday pencil. Now over to Valerie for the lunch menu.
Thank you, Julia. Today's lunch is Chef's Choice. Over to Julia for the weather forecast.
Thanks, Valerie. Today's weather should be mostly sunny with a high of 82 and a low of 60. Please stand for our pledge.
Today's pledge is the pledge to the earth.
I pledge allegiance to the earth and to the flora, fauna, and human life that it supports. One planet, indivisible, with safe air, water and soil, justice, and equal rights for all.
And now, here are some of the C students who read a book from all 12 genres this year.